There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida Gators, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Put total leather to crank us up. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Give to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the ring. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida!
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Hagan. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Got it in stride at the 15. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Gators will hustle to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. And into the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious. I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Working that left side now. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
They'll go right back to it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. He wants to throw it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously executed well.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Hamilton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down coming up. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
So nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Pitching downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Fung. There he goes. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Handoff from the gun. Gets it past the marker. At the 35, he's got room. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hogs it downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. And we'll start the second quarter as they try to hang up a three spot. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught behind the line. It's Hamilton. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Sooners are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. On third and short, the power run here. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
I think we're about to find out if he's bold or reckless. Going for it, 4th and long from their own 41. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
He might want another play. They'll go to the toss. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. Right back to the well. Turning it on. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown Sooners.
What a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Gators are in the hurry-up. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Rolling right and going deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off play action on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab down the middle. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to beat him to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
The play action fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy. Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. The pass ball is incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. And with time running out in the first half, they'll take the knee, content with the lead they have, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Thomas. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive in the 3rd quarter, get a stop on 3rd, that should really help their confidence.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Motion from the wideout. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll try the toss to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Hunt is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. The Gators looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like a type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to the first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Rushes on him. The throw. Makes the grab. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again, and again, and again. Just wears you out.
The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running into the open space. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Might be changing the route. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete on the right side. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
That's another example of just really... football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes the grab past the marker. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, You got to like these last two plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Plows through the defense. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll set up to throw. Setting up the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen. Running a screen pass on 3rd down can be feast or famine, and people going hungry after that one.
Yeah, defense, great job in a critical down and distance on 3rd down, anticipating that this offense may try to sneak one by him on that screen pass. Nothing happening there.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and now trailing with a little over 2 minutes, it's looking bleak. My defense has got to go out there and get a stop immediately. I got to stop the clock as fast as I can, try to save as much as I can, and then put my 2-minute offense together. There's a lot that has to go right for me to get back in this ballgame.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
And the Gators will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. New set of downs after the completion. Takes the handoff. It's Fung.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen,